They break that down into episodic format. Then we get the Tournament of Power and everything. We get the greatest Kamehameha wave you ever seen, Tony Hawk style, to the greatest end in anime history for the most part. And then we've been waiting since 2018, 2019.
Sure.
And it's like this. Dragon Ball has been a staple in my life growing up.
Yeah, I understand.
So it's like I'm getting up, I'm getting older and wiser, and just like those that's watching One Piece, I might be gone before this thing ends.
No, One Piece, yes. One Piece, I'm starting to believe. Yeah, I'm not seeing the end of this. They had no business making this thing core. Because now I know I ain't seeing it. Like before, when it was like, oh, we gonna air throughout the year, I was like, man, y'all starting to get me worried. Now with this core format, yeah, no, we not seeing the end of One Piece, which is crazy. But
in the manga, you'll see an end because they talked about recently some pirates supposed to show up that will show that we're turning the tides towards an ending. So the manga might be finished.
Yeah, even with the manga, how it's been like recently, it's like, this is stepping up a lot. But yeah, manga I'll get an end, but anime wise, no, I might not see that. But I don't. You'll be good though. You know, like this is not that far off. Listen, Akira Toriyama passed away. That was I mean, I don't even have to imagine. I know it was a big change for Dragon Ball. So they probably did want to come out with this stuff a lot sooner, but I think that probably pushed things back a little bit, and that's just what we're suffering from now.
I don't mean to be that guy, but Akira Toriyama passed in 2024, right?
I understand, but
Super we also ended in 2018.
Okay, I understand.
The manga kept going. We could at least have some animation.
I understand. But that's the thing, ambitions could have changed because, like, as an example, going back to, and I hate to use them as an example, but they are a really good example to use. Going back to Hunter x Hunter, like, Togashi's health problems, and they don't, like, for as much as I say they don't care about creators, I do think that, like, when it comes to, like, yo, this person might die, like, they tune it back a little bit. Like they kind of restructure things and figure things out. Now I have no reason to believe that was an indication at all for Akira Toriyama, but I do think that like they probably were, while Akira Toriyama was alive, trying to get everything together for it to come back, which 6 years, yes, it's a lot, but like if you were waiting for material to build, especially before you did anything animated, we see with Hunter x Hunter, because of the slow pacing that they have to do, we may not get another Hunter x Hunter animation for another 10 years. So like it's the pacing, the structuring of everything, and then you get this major hit. Mind you, this is a hit coming, like when Super originally ended, that was before COVID. And then we got hit with COVID, and COVID just had repercussions for everything. It pushed a lot of things around that maybe wasn't necessarily the plan, but it just did that. It just was the case of it. So you take that into play. Within 5 years of that occurring, the creator, who has been paramount to the entire series, passes away. It just may have pushed things further back than maybe even the creators or the production team and creators and animators all anticipated. So I just it's easier for me personally just to give them, knowing all of the things that's happened between 2019 and today, it's easier for me to give them more grace than some other things.